that got quiet. I'd like to call to order the Westmont Village Board meeting of April 7th, 2022 at 6 o'clock p.m. and ask Clerk Quincy for a roll call, please.
Mayor Gunter?
Here.
The clerk's here. Trustee Barker?
Here.
Trustee Brady?
Here. He's here.
Okay. Trustee Guzzo?
Here.
Trustee Little?
Here.
Trustee Nero?
Here.
Trustee Simonovich?
Here.
Attorney Zimonak?
Here.
Village Manager May?
Here.
Assistant Manager Parker?
Here.
And
That's it. Would everybody please rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'd like to welcome everyone. This is always an exciting evening when we're swearing in our new officers, and we've got 4. I don't remember a time when we did that. But before we do that, open forum. Open forums for anything not on the agenda if you want to discuss with the board. But seeing none, then I will close open forum, and we'll move on to Chief Gunter. But before you start the swearing in, Manager May has a presentation.
Yeah, spoil it. No, I mean, we're all here and it's all very, exciting for this purpose in here tonight too, but also like we did at the Administration Finance Committee, we like to, acknowledge employees not only for, the achievements throughout the year or examples like that, but also, special service anniversaries as well. And when there's a great longevity with the Village of Westmont, we do that at a village board meeting, with everybody to participate, and no better time tonight than to, acknowledge the 25-year service anniversary for Chief Gunther. It says half your life was spent here in the Westmont.
That would be absolutely accurate.
All right.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, we're gonna get a photo in with that.
Oh, okay.
Amy, you go, I guess, yeah.
Can't go wrong with that chair.
Let's use that. All right.
can you run faster than me?
Well, thank you. You messed up my game. I'm all off now.
Well, again, congratulations. At this time, I'd like to have our attorney make an announcement.
Yeah, just real quick, this is an announcement about agenda item 9D, which is under new business on tonight's agenda. It's the Willow Crest Golf Course redevelopment, 3500 Midwest Road. That item is going to be postponed tonight at the request of the applicant. The mayor is going to move that to the first item of new business and request a vote to postpone it to a future village board meeting, which we anticipate will be in 2 weeks, but it might be in 4 weeks. And as a result of the postponement, the applicant's attorney will briefly explain the reason for the postponement, but otherwise there won't be any comments or questions by the public or village board about the agenda items. There will just be a vote on the postponement. So anyone in the public who came here for that agenda item, apologize, but this just came up this afternoon, this request to postpone, so they can work through some details. You're welcome to leave, or you're welcome to stay until the vote on the postponement occurs. Thank you.
Thank you. Chief, it's all yours.
Thank you, Mayor. Good evening, and it is an exciting night. We have the swearing in of our 4 brand-new police officers. Obviously, the Pledge of Allegiance was quite robust because of the crowd that they drug in here. I don't know if the walls almost shook from doing the pledge, which is really nice to feel. But and we have roughly 18 sworn officers here in attendance tonight. I promise you that we did leave a couple people on the street for patrol, so we don't have an entire apparatus in front of you, but we have an awful lot. So first of all, the 4 new officers. and I will go by seniority. Officer Hunter Vincent, Officer Brian Wolfer, Officer Ashley Vinson, and Officer Eric Vineyard. So yes, we have 3 people with the last name starting with the letter V. And then if you take Wolfer, there's like 2 V's stuck together. So he's kind of part of the club. So anyway, without further ado, we're going to bring the 4 officers up for the swearing in front of the mayor and Trustee Simonovich. So know your role. So you guys go here.
I think
You
what
aim that way?
I'd like to do is acknowledge the board.
Oh yeah, I'll give the.
Well, you got
Yeah, I got it. It's on my list.
I'm already
Yeah.
reading it. Face the order. Ready? Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name. Do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
That I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the laws of DuPage County,
the laws of DuPage County,
the Westmont Village Code of Ordinances,
the Westmont Village Code of Ordinances,
and that I will faithfully discharge
faithfully discharge
the duties for the office of patrol officer
the duties of the office of patrol officer
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
Congratulations. There you go.
Okay, so now per tradition, the next step in the process is the pinning of the star by a member of their friends or family. So if those 4 designated people or so can come up with the pins. Try not to commit a battery to your loved one. Wait, you're on.
Congratulations, my friend. Proud of you. Can't shake it.
All right.
You want to do?
They'll tell you to get on the street in a minute.
All right, come over. All right, so now that's next step. The next step is we always make the new officers give speeches, and before we do that, this is this is a long process, and this is a process that started before June and July. That was our hire date, but the Fire and Police Commission has been working tirelessly, as you know, because of our staffing situation, to bring the numbers back up, and this group represents the up to number 38, I believe, 39, 40, 41. So this is up to number 38. We're going to 41. We have one officer that's leaving for the police academy in a couple weeks, so that'll be number 39, and then we're still in the process of hiring 40 and 41. So the Fire and Police Commission are here. They just recently conducted the next eligibility test, and their work is tireless, and we certainly appreciate all the hard work for getting us the quality people that you see in front of you, in the community, on the streets of Westmont. So it's a huge round of applause for the Fire and Police Commission. So the 4 officers, they were hired basically June and July of last year. They went to the police academy. They graduated in December. They've been in training on the street since their graduation date. Happy to say that all 4 of them are on solo patrol right now. So they all occupy their own squad cars, and they're all driving around and doing the work of the community that is entitled to. And they were getting great reports. Their FTOs gave them all high marks, and we're happy to have them in the community. You know, the process is long. It doesn't take long for somebody to say, here's my 2-week letter to retire, and this is the grind that we get through, and this is the results of that. So we're very happy with the 4 new officers, and you know, we're a paramilitary organization, and we do things by seniority. So I asked Officer Vincent, who is the senior of the 4, whether she wanted to kick off the speeches or go last. She deferred to Officer Vincent. Without further ado.
All right, well, thanks everyone for showing up for us. I appreciate that a lot. I first want to start off by thanking the Fire and Police Commission, Chief Gunther, and the Village of Westmont for giving me this opportunity to be able to pursue becoming a police officer, which was always my dream. I want to thank my family and friends for always standing behind me and giving me the support I needed to make this journey. I cannot begin to express how grateful I am to be in this position. Growing up, I always had the dream of becoming a first responder, and now I get to live that dream, and I couldn't be happier. So I'm looking forward to be able to continue to work for a community like Westmont, and I can't wait to see where this career takes me. So once again, I just want to thank everyone, you know, who's helped me and given me this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody, for coming out tonight. I would like to personally thank the Westmont Village Board, members of the Police and Fire Commission, the Westmont Police Department Administration, and the field training officers, and all of my fellow coworkers who have worked so hard helping us along the way and making us feel so welcome. I would also like to thank my friends and family and boyfriend for all the assistance and support with all the early mornings and late nights of preparation for the academy and the field training process. A brief history of myself: I started in law enforcement in 2008, working in the Police Records Department of Oak Brook Terrace Police Department. Later, I continued in law enforcement by becoming a community service officer for the Village of Oak Brook in 2014, and served in that position for 9 years until being selected to become a member of the Westmont Police Department. I look forward to having a long and successful career in the Village of Westmont and continuing to serve the public to the best of my ability. Thank you.
Officer Wolfer. I did not prepare a speech with actually printing it out, so I'm just going to do it off my head. I wanted to thank the village board for taking the time. I know you guys have a busy schedule. I always look up what you guys are doing out of, whenever I'm working midnights. I'd like to thank the Police and Fire Commission. Obviously, if they didn't hire me, I wouldn't be here. So also Chief Gunther, he's been awesome as far as helping out. His door is always open, making us feel welcome. The police administration, everybody from the sergeants to the admin sergeants to the patrol sergeants, all the FTOs, police officers, everybody has given me something in this department, whether it's help on a call, personal advice. They've always been available for me. As far as my family, they've always been here for me, my girlfriend. The long nights that I had in the academy were stressful, but we got through it, and it's not going to change. We're still going to have long nights, but they understand that. My dad was a police officer for 30 years, so we're kind of used to this. That's pretty much all I got.
All right, I want to start off by thanking the village board, the police and fire commissioners, and the chief for allowing me to be here. Thank you for giving me the chance to be a part of a department that deeply cares about and for their officers. During the hiring process, I was eager to find a department that made me feel like I was a part of a team. I dreamed of finding a department where my coworkers and community view me as a person just as much as a police officer. Westmont has provided me this opportunity since the very first interview with the police and fire commissioners. I also want to thank Sergeant Komarzak for putting so much time, thought, and effort into the 4 of us here today prior to the academy. I want to thank him for always being there whenever we needed anything. Since the day I was hired, each of us have been trained by several different people who have devoted an extremely large amount of time and energy into us before we even began the academy, and I can't thank them enough. Lastly, I want to thank my family that can be here today and my boyfriend. Thank you for allowing me to always follow through with my dreams and for supporting me no matter what they are. Thank you for always being there for me. I'm honored to be a police officer here at Westmont, and I'm looking forward and eager to continue growing with the department in this community.
Congrats, man. Welcome, yeah. Congrats a lot. Congratulations. Congratulations. Yep.
Congratulations and welcome.
Congratulations, welcome.
Welcome to you.
Congratulations
The welcome to you.
Congratulations and welcome.
Congratulations and welcome.
Congratulations and welcome.
What's that?
Congratulations and welcome.
Oh, now you guys can leave. Take everybody and roll. So as per tradition, we're going to go back to the police station for cake and coffee. So after the meeting, if any of you are so inclined, please go head over to 500 North Cass.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. We'll wait a minute and we'll continue on the agenda.
Long agenda.
Uh-oh, it's his resignation.
This ended up being 38.
For me? All right, thank you.
Hello.
Here's your payment, Mayor.
The guy that's going into the academy.
Okay, that's nice. So we're talking back now. We go.
It's sealed up.
Process. Oh, man.
I found one picture on my own.
I don't keep the room.
Yes,
Crew.
I want to see it. Oh, no.
gotta ask him. Here's his turn.
All right.
Is there a lot to overflow? I'm sure there is.
Will not be seeking reappointment.
A good team.
Find out when his term
They're
is.
just a good team.
Steve?
You might be on site.
He's resigning from the. Oh, is he? Set to it. I like him then a lot.
All right, we can continue on the agenda. The next item is reports. My report is real simple. The backyard barbecue and spring fling by the Lions Club will be on the Memorial Day weekend at Ty Warner Park, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then Memorial Day, there will be the annual, it's back, the parade and the dedication at Veterans Memorial Park. The Westmont Community Awards Dinner is going to be Thursday, April 28th at the Hilton. You need to RSVP by April 20th at the Chamber. Chamber's the ones who are organizing this. So that's all I have, and I'll turn to Clerk Sinski.
Thank you. The village offices will be closed April 15th for Good Friday. The recycling and garbage pickup schedule will not be affected on that day. So that's all I have tonight.
Thank you. Trustee Little.
Thank you, Mayor. The village had the Administration and Finance Committee meeting at 4:30 this afternoon. We discussed the 22 and 23 liquor licensing, and any ideas need to be forwarded to the mayor and to the Deputy Liquor Commissioner, Tom Mulhern, regarding any ideas that the board might have on setting precedent for the video gaming cafes, any limitations and so forth. We also had a presentation, and we thank Glenn Gabriel for that, from the Environmental Improvement Commission for the 2021 annual report discussing recycling material minimization, curbside composting, dark skies, and solar power. A little bit more discussion ensued about the parking meters. We also have water bill collections. We've resumed collections on past due water bill accounts. So citizens are encouraged to pay their bills on time and in full to avoid shutoffs and fees. There are 2 items for the new utility billing system and the new Westmont 311 or 311 system. And I'd like to ask Assistant Village Manager Parker to address those two issues.
Now you're the manager.
So there are, as mentioned, have gone live with a couple of new system implementations. One of those is for utility billing, so water bills, garbage bills. Half of the town got their bills the end of March. The other half will be getting their bills the end of April. With those bills, you'll use the information on that bill of a account number and customer ID to set up your new account. To get to that, on the front page of the Westmont website, you would click on the icon that says Make a Payment. Right next to that icon, there's another icon that says Westmont 311, which is the way that you will be able to report a concern. So it used to say something like Report a Concern, now it says Westmont 311. So you'll click on that icon and then follow the prompts to be able to put in your request or a problem that needs to be addressed. So that's where it is.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The Race to the Flag is back. It's a 5K run, and you can sign up for the Race to the Flag 5K, which will be held at Ty Warner Park on Sunday, the 29th of May, before Memorial Day, and you can go to racetotheflag.org to sign up there. Also, for summer events, the cruising nights will start on June the 2nd, and they will run every Thursday night from 5 to 9 until through September the 1st on Cass Avenue. Also, the Taste of Westmont will be the weekend after the 4th of July, so it runs from July 7th through the 10th. Details about the Taste can be found on Westmont Special Events website at westmontevents.com. That's all I have, Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you. Trustee Nero.
Thank you, Mayor. Just a few items. Our next Public Works Committee meeting is June 16th, 4:30, right here at Village Hall. And then next, just another reminder, we have a free leaf pickup, which will be from April 11th through the 15th. This program is for leaves only and not for regular yard waste. Leaves must be in a craft paper bag for this program. Bags of leaves will not require a yard waste sticker during this week. Put on leaves with your garbage on your usual pickup day to take advantage of it. And just a quick update on our Lincoln Street parking lot. Construction has fired back up again, and we're expected to be completed in this coming May, so excited to see that wrap up. And last but not least, our Public Works Director is planning a big open house. It's going to be the second one in the new facility on May 21st, 10 a.m., 155 East Burlington. If you didn't go last year, I definitely encourage you to go. They have a lot of fun and a lot of prizes and contests, and you can even win your own street sign name. So hopefully they're doing that again. And that's all I have, Mayor. Thank you.
Well, thank you. Trustee Barker.
Thank you, Mayor. The Environmental Improvement Committee was here this evening to give their annual report at a committee meeting prior to this. And we have the No Motel Mother's Day program is currently up over to 200 people participating in that. If you want additional information, you can visit the village website. And then also, we were able to secure a Westmont special recycling event, which is being held at the Public Works Department on April 16th from 8 to noon. And there's information on the village website as to what can be collected there, but there's all kinds of things that you can get rid of responsibly rather than putting them in your waste stream in your trash container. So take advantage of that. More information on the village website. Westmont First Committee will meet on April 18th. And we, as I have spoken before, we are looking into the community mural program, and at that particular meeting, we hope to have an initial draft of some guidelines that would allow for community murals in Westmont. That is all I have, Mayor. Thank you.
Well, thank you. Trustee Brady is virtually attending. Trustee Brady.
I'm here. Can you hear me, Mayor?
Yes.
Frank Brady. Okay, I have my report. The April meeting, the planning and zoning, can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
The planning and zoning, next meeting is April 13th. 3 items scheduled are reviewing the proposed duplex at 413 North Cass, and also reviewing the proposal for automobile use, including auto body repair at 725 Cascanelli. And also a proposed rezoning, or zoning, I should say, for firearm sales in the village. And one thing I want to add, I was going to make a introduction to Mr. Drew Mitchell this evening from the Quincy Station update. I understand he's not here right now, so if he does come in during the meeting, maybe I could introduce him. He wants to give us an update on 1 West Quincy. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. And we'll turn over here to trustee Johanna Guzzo.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Just a few items this evening. Our next Fire Public Safety Committee meeting will be on Thursday, June 2nd, here 4:30 at Village Hall. Everyone is invited to attend. And I want to give a big congratulations to Deputy Chief Kevin O'Hare. Kevin was recently appointed to the State EMS Committee. Job well done. Thank you.
Congratulations, yeah. Trustee Simonovich.
Thank you, Mayor. The Police and Public Safety Committee, we've rescheduled our next meeting. That will be on May 5th instead of April 21st. And then we're doing the prescription drug take-back event April 30th. There are going to be two drop-off locations, one at the police station at 500 North Cass and one at Mariano's on 63rd Street. That's April 30th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Thank you.
Thank you. Moving on, items to be removed from the consent agenda. Any board member? Nope. I'd ask Manager May to please read.
It's a good thing because it's a very short consent agenda. It starts with the village board minutes. Board to consider approving the minutes of the village board meeting held March 24, 2022. It's followed by finance ordinance number 24 in the amount of $1,208,432.36. There are no standalone purchase orders, so that is also the total for the entire finance ordinance. We have two proclamations. The first one is National Volunteer Week. Board to consider a proclamation to declare April 18 through 24 as National Volunteer Week. And the next one is National Telecommunicators Week. Board to consider a proclamation to declare April 10 through the 16th as National Telecommunicators Week. And that's the entire consent agenda.
Do you have a motion to approve as presented?
Motion to approve is presented.
Second, Nero.
Motion made. Any questions? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Trustee Little.
Yes.
Trustee Brady.
Yes.
Trustee Simonovich.
Yes.
Trustee Barker.
Yes.
Trustee Guzzo.
Yes.
Trustee Nero.
Yes.
Motion passes. Now, we've moved the new business, we moved the agenda item D to the first, and that's the Willow Crest Golf Course redevelopment, 3500 Midwest Road. Board to consider ordinances approving requests from WCW Landowner LLC regarding the property at 3500 Midwest Road, Oak Brook, Illinois, 60523 for the following. One, comprehensive plan amendment to redesignate approximately 52.8 acres from park open space to single-family attached residential. 2, B3 Special Development District amendment to remove approximately 52.8 acres from an approved preliminary and final concept plan. And 3, conceptual preliminary plat of subdivision. And I understand that they're asking for a vote to postpone?
Correct. I think the applicant's attorney
Like to-
will
yes.
address that briefly.
Mr. Mayor and trustees, I appreciate your indulgence in the continuance we're requesting this evening. We have heard requests regarding a conservation easement. We recently published a conservation easement and are looking to work with some affected parties regarding the terms of that conservation easement. We hope through working out and negotiating the terms of that conservation easement, we can bring some additional clarity and make decision-making a little bit easier. So we would ask that the case be continued to the next meeting. We're already working on coordinating some follow-up discussions so that we can have some more documentation for your consideration.
Thank you. Do I have a motion to postpone?
And
Go
before
ahead.
the motion's made, I just say, I know the request was to postpone it until the next village board meeting, which is 2 weeks from tonight. There's a possibility that negotiations may take longer, so I guess my request is just make a motion to postpone generally. The expectation is that it will be on the next village board agenda, and that village board agenda will be posted no later than the Monday before that Thursday meeting. So keep an eye out for the village posting that agenda on its website to find out if this is moving forward. You're also free to reach out to the village manager to find out if it's in fact moving forward at the next meeting or the meeting after that.
Do I have a motion to postpone to a future meeting?
Motion to postpone, Nero.
Second, Barker.
Motion made in second. Any comments? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Trustee Nero.
Yes.
Trustee Brady.
Yes.
Trustee Simonovich,
Yes.
trustee Guzzo,
Yes.
trustee Little,
Yes.
trustee Barker.
Yes.
Motion passes. That's been postponed till a future meeting. Going back on new business, A, an increase in available massage establishment license. Board to consider ordinance increasing the number of available massage establishment license by one for Erdene LLC, DBA Pacific Clinical Massage Therapy at 333 West 63rd Street, Westmont. And I got Deputy, call you Deputy Liquor,
Yeah, not the Massage Commission.
oh, yeah.
Good evening, Mayor and Village Board. Ordine LLC, doing business at a Specific Clinical Massage Therapy at 333 West 63rd, has submitted an application for a massage establishment license. They are proposing a salon using and performing medical, sports, and deep tissue massage therapies. A background review of Ordine LLC and its owner has been conducted, and nothing was located that would prevent the issuance of a massage establishment license to Ordine LLC, doing business as Pacific Clinical Massage Therapy. All our licenses are capped, so the board is required or needs to increase the number of available massage establishment licenses by one to issue Pacific Clinical Massage license. As I stated, a background review was done on both the owner, pardon me here, and who is Ms. Gobajab, but I have been told and given the okay that I can call her Baji, okay? And her son, who will also be working. They both currently work in a massage establishment in a neighboring community, and they wish to open to this business. They will be, Baji will be the owner, and her son will be working for the business as well. So again, with that, my background was revealed nothing that would prevent the board from issuing this license, and with that, I will turn this over to Baji and Amar, right? I got it right, okay. Amar, and they can explain to you a little bit more about the business and answer any questions you may have. Cheers.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you for your time. So let's start off with my mom, Baji, who's a licensed massage therapist in the state of Illinois for about 7-8 years now. And I've been working as a front desk manager at a massage therapy place for 5 years. So that it is part of her dream and my dream to open up our own small massage, small business and operate. So that's the reason why we chose the location in Westmont. That we live nearby, about 5 minutes from there. And I think she might want to say a few words.
Hi everyone, good evening. My name is Baji Batsikombaju. I am a massage therapist with about 7-8 years experience, and I'm Mongolian physician. That's why I really want to help people who are in pain. That's why I opened my own business, clinical massage therapy.
If I might add, I forgot to get out the location. They're going to be at 333 West 63rd. It's on 63rd Street where Harvest Foods is. There's a small strip mall in there. That's where they'll be located. And their plans are to, for right now, for two of them to be running the business, to expand. They're looking forward to getting their building permits to expand and maybe have 4 or 5 rooms and hire 4 or 5 massage therapists so they can have like a spa type experience. And that's and as Baji had told me earlier, that's her dream to have this type of business. So.
Do I have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve, Little. Second, Guzzo.
Motion made and second to approve. On the question, anybody? Seeing none, I'd ask for a roll call, please.
Trustee Little,
Yes.
trustee Brady,
Yes.
trustee Simonovich,
Yes.
trustee Barker,
Yes.
trustee Guzzo,
Yes.
trustee Nero.
Yes.
Motion passes. Welcome.
Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you.
Moving on, new business B, B1 permit, Tapatio Mexican Grill. Board to consider ordinance approving a B1 development permit for Tapatio Mexican Grill, I probably said that wrong, to operate a restaurant at 11 West Quincy Street. Director Sylvester.
Mr. Mayor and trustees, the item in front of you is a request for a B1 permit to open up a restaurant named Tapatio, I believe is how it's pronounced, at 11 West Quincy. The applicants are here and would like to speak for a moment, but before I ask them to do so, I just want to refresh everyone's memory on some recent history with this building. I think it's a good success story, and I want to refresh everyone's memories about events of the last couple years. So I think everyone here knows that that building at 9 through 11 West Quincy sat empty for, I believe, over 10 years. It was in a partial state of renovation. When you walked by it and looked into the big glass windows, the floor was rubble. It wasn't even a real floor. There were no walls. It was exposed ceilings all the way up to the floor joists on the second floor. That was the state of the building until about 2 years ago. A small local western suburb development company by the name of Luxica approached the village and proposed purchasing the property and renovating it. It's got 4 apartment buildings above. I think it had 2 to begin with, but they proposed 4 apartment units above and 2 commercial spaces on the ground floor. We discussed and negotiated with them to arrive at a development agreement with an incentive that we thought was a good deal for the village and helped them obtain the financing they needed. That developers agreement and incentive package was brought before you 18 months ago. And you approved it, which enabled the developers to get the financing to proceed with purchasing the property, and they've been working on renovating it ever since. They did hit a very unexpected delay that I don't know the details of, but it had everything to do with a NICOR gas line extension from a main to their building that took much, much longer than they and we expected it would take. But after that NICOR gas connection was finally done, they proceeded with the renovation of the building. I've been fortunate that I went up to the second floor about a month ago and saw the 4 apartments. They're beautiful. At that point, I think 2 of them, the ones facing the tracks, were already rented. Those are definitely the most beautiful units in there. I don't know the current status of the 2 apartments in the back, but I anticipate that they'll be rented if they're not already rented. So that's the second floor. Focusing on the bottom floor, the 2 commercial spaces are still being renovated every day. If you walk by there, they're getting further and further along. I think it was about 2 months ago, the commercial space at 9 West Quincy, which is a little closer to Cass, a business by the name of Harold Shrimp and Chicken came before you and requested approval of a B1 permit for them to open up a, guess what, shrimp and chicken restaurant. And you approved that, and that building, that interior build-out is moving forward quickly. And now tonight you have in front of you the business owners of a restaurant called Tapatio, who hope to get a B1 permit to move into the more westerly commercial space on the ground floor at 11 West Quincy. So with that, here are the applicants.
Good evening, Mr. Mayor. We decided to open a business. My fiance is been a business, family business for 30 years plus. So she decided to open her own, restaurant. So she decided to open right here in Westmont. So it will be a Mexican restaurant, and our hours will be from 9 o'clock in the morning to 9 o'clock night. And if it goes good and people wants to stay a little later, then maybe we can extend our hourly, a little later. But it all depends, We also apply for a liquor license. So there you go.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Tom's working on that. And you do know there was a Mexican restaurant?
Yes, actually I talked to the owner who sold the property where all the buildings are, and I had very good conversation. And, I talked to him.
I'm glad, yeah. Do I have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve Guzzo. Second Little.
Motion made and second to approve. Any additional comments? Seeing, roll call, please.
Trustee Guzzo.
Yes.
Trustee Nero.
Yes.
Trustee Barker.
Yes.
Trustee Little.
Yes.
Trustee Simonovich.
Yes.
Trustee Brady.
Yes.
Welcome. Look forward to your opening. Moving on. B1 Development Permit, Party Blossoms Boutique. Board to consider an ordinance approving a B1 Development Permit for Party Blossom Boutique to operate a flower, balloon, and party supply retailer at 21 West Quincy Street. Director Sylvester.
Mr. Mayor and trustees, West Quincy is a happening place. So we have another request for a new business in the first block of West Quincy in the vacant space at 21 West Quincy. The proposed business is called Party Blossom Boutique, and it would be a party retail store, a balloon store, and possibly some classes and activities as well. And the applicant is with us here tonight, Angelica.
Hello, everyone. My name's Angelica Villegas. I've been in events and florists for about 14 years. I grew up in the business. My mother had a flower shop for over 20 years. So when I was 5, I started. I have come to Westmont because a lot of my customers are actually Westmont, Hinsdale, Downers Grove, so I'm pretty much following my customer base. I would love to open a retail store. I've really built my business pretty much strictly word of mouth referrals, and I feel that now is the time. I would like to offer a small gift shop and, to offer flowers and balloons, but also the middle section of the store would be for do-it-yourself DIY classes, which are very popular for maybe a bridal party that doesn't want to pay full price for their bouquets. They can come and I can teach them how to do it and have the supplies ready for them. Maybe retired clubs that want to come in and learn something as well, maybe how to put an arrangement together to give as gifts for Christmas and stuff like that. And also for children that want to do, balloon decors and make some nice little animals. So that's my plan.
Awesome. Very good. Do I have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve. Barker.
I'll second. Little?
Motion made second. Any comments? Anybody in the audience? I do have to say that street is being well used now. We're filling it up, so I'd ask for a roll call, please.
Trustee Barker?
Yes.
Trustee Guzzo?
Yes.
Trustee Nero?
Yes.
Trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Little?
Yes.
Trustee Simonovich?
Yes.
Good. Congratulations. We'll look forward to your opening, too.
Thank you.
So, thank you. We'll move on to new business E, Hotel Motel Grant Request for the Lions Club, the Spring Fling Barbecue. Board to consider a motion awarding a hotel motel grant request in the amount of $2,500 to the Westmont Lions for a Spring Fling Red, White, and Barbecue. Manager May.
Well, thank you, Mayor. I mean, and then that is an introduction. It's a reoccurring, event and grant request, but it is a grant request, so it's its own agenda item. So the amount is budgeted, it's accounted for, and I don't want to call it routine, but expected.
Yeah, and it's coming at a good time with
Yeah.
funds starting to roll back in. So do I have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve, Nero.
Second. Little?
Motion made and second. Any comments? I'd ask for a roll call, please.
Trustee Nero?
Yes.
Trustee Guzzo?
Yes.
Trustee Barker?
Yes.
Trustee Simonovich?
Yes.
Trustee Little?
Yes.
And Trustee Brady?
Yes.
Motion, yes. Motion passes. New business F, a lease agreement, the fire truck. Board to consider a resolution approving a lease purchase agreement with PNC Equipment Finance for the lease of a fire truck. We either got Chief Riley or Manager May.
Chief Riley is online, but this is an item that you actually discussed at a previous meeting on March 10th, the approval of the terms and conditions of how we would go about acquiring this fire apparatus from the manufacturer. The next step in this process is the approval of the actual lease purchase agreement with PNC that is before you tonight.
Do I have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve Guzzo. Second. Little?
Just keep getting boxed out on
Yeah,
that.
no,
I can't get one tonight, I quit.
It's like Jeopardy.
I'm gonna hit the button faster.
That's what we need, those red
Yeah, the
buttons.
little boom, yeah, the light goes
That
on.
would liven up the night.
Yeah.
Just so you know, number 5, you got to. Second.
Thanks.
Snuck in. Ding, 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 ding. Any questions? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Trustee Guzzo?
Yes.
Trustee Nero?
Yes.
Trustee Barker?
Yes.
Trustee Little?
Yes.
Trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Simonovich?
Yes.
Motion passes. We'll go on to new business G, the purchase of property. Board to consider ordinance approving a real estate agreement for the purchase of 423 North Grant Street for use by the village. Manager May.
Yeah, before you this evening is the actual purchase agreement. All other, negotiations leading up to any purchase or sale, by the village is for purposes of being able to negotiate it correctly are done in an executive session. We've come to, terms with the owner and the agreement. So the agreement, the real estate agreement is before you tonight for approval. I guess I just wanted to add it's not unusual to buy or purchase property for public purposes, of which this is as well, but it is, the village has other parcels that have been acquired in that region as well. There's no specific project. I'm bringing this up because the agenda was published on Monday and a rapid succession of questions about, what was going on. So, we don't have a public project in there. There's potential for how the property can be used in combination with other. You all know, but I'm explaining to anybody else listening, we have other properties on Grant Street or in and around, the police and the library properties that are all opportunities. This particular location wasn't anything that, we went out after. It was, became an opportunity, a willing seller, and we just negotiated with them before it was, on the market.
And we had the property appraised and the sales price is for the appraised value.
A willing seller and a willing buyer. Do have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve,
All
Sven.
right, we waited.
Second, Nero.
Motion made and second. Any additional comments, questions? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Trustee Simonovich.
Yes.
Trustee Little.
Yes.
Trustee Brady.
Yes.
Trustee Nero.
Yes.
Trustee Guzzo.
Yes.
Trustee Barker.
Yes.
All right, under miscellaneous, I see that we now have Drew Mitchell here to give us an update on the Quincy station. So you waited till all the people were gone.
I get stage fright, so. Apologies, I had a board meeting on Tuesday that started at 7 and I conflated the two. But I'm really pleased to be here tonight. Good evening, Mayor, trustees, staff. Our project is moving along really well. I was speaking with Larry earlier this week and asked if it might be appropriate to give the board a quick update on the project. I know we're eager to see the public right-of-way get returned to the community. There's some big activity going on in the alley here that's starting pretty soon. And then, there's been really a lot of activity on the outside of the building. So I don't know if you've noticed, but the colonnades are getting wrapped in metal. These are like the final things that really start to make the project jump and pop. So we're super, super pleased with how the project is going. It's a tricky world to be building in right now. The supply chain challenges that you read about in the newspaper, they are very, very real. So we're just really happy that we were able to accept delivery of all long lead stuffs. We're staying on track. My contractor owes the building to us on June 15th. We have about a month for blue tape punch list, and first residents are expected to move in July 15th. This is all predicated upon getting a certificate of occupancy, which is always, a big lift. We think we'll have Cass and Quincy fully returned by June 1st, meaning we are going to be out of the public right-of-way. We expect shortly thereafter, there's some really quite a bit of coordination with Manager May's office and folks at the village should perform the work in the alley. It's going to be done in 2 sections because it's disruptive it'd be disruptive to do it all at once, and you've got businesses there and residences there. But I think everybody will be really, really excited when that's complete. It will be absolutely beautiful. So leasing continues to be going at a great clip. That's a great message because it's telling us people want to live in Westmont. I was thrilled to hear that they're 50% leased next door. I think they might even be full now. And people are really, really pumped. We expect Whiskey Hill to be coming in for permit pretty soon, so they're going to be taking our restaurant space. They have really, really cool plans, so keep an eye out for that. And I hope your phones haven't been ringing. I hope we've been keeping streets clean and doing what we can to be a good builder here. So, I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.
Well, go ahead.
My children would like to know if you can please move Waldo.
Oh, move one. So.
They're very disappointed that he
Waldo is
remains in the
supposed
same
to move
place.
like every couple of days, so.
Hasn't moved, the
If
kids
that's
are
my
not
big problem
happy.
tonight, I'll go move him right now
Let's go.
myself.
It would make my drive to school in the morning a
It's
lot.
kind of fun. I also wish they had done the QR code where people are stopped in traffic on the other side of the building, but, you know, if you want it done right, sometimes I guess you gotta do it yourself. So Waldo will be moved, no problem.
I do have to say,
Take her
Drew.
with you to
Yeah.
move.
Secret.
As a witness.
Drew, you've been really good to work with.
Thank you,
It's
Mayor.
been a professional job. I'm looking forward to having you open and get your occupancy permits. So anybody else have any questions? No?
I just thought the social media stuff you were doing was great.
Oh, thank you.
Videos and everything.
Everybody likes it
Your
except
sen-
for the
your sense of-
insurance company.
Your
It's
sense
like-
of, your sense of humor.
Thank you, Trustee Barker. You got to have a sense of humor in this business, otherwise you won't make it. But you guys, it's been a wonderful community to build in. You know, public service announcement for other developers. This is a wonderful place to be, and the staff here is professional. Responses are very, very timely, and I think we are only going to see up and up here in the downtown. It's particularly thrilling for me to see Tapatio come in, and now they've got a second restaurant because quality investment begets quality investment. So this is exactly what we want to see, right? Is rising tides lifting all ships. So I hope we complete this project as we expect it to be completed, which is quickly and smoothly. And, you know, hopefully there's an opportunity to find another project here in town. So thank you very much for being such great supporters of what we're doing in this investment. And thank you, Manager May, and to you and your team, and to Larry Forsberg for all of your help in this. And sorry that I was pressing snooze on this meeting. So
Thank you.
Yep,
Thank
thanks,
you.
guys. Appreciate it.
Does anybody else have any miscellaneous items? Seeing none, we do not need an executive session, so I need a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Motion to adjourn.
We're waiting for it.
Now you got them all. Second, Nero.
Roll call, please.
Trustee Simonovich.
Yes.
Trustee Guzzo.
Yes.
Trustee Nero.
Yes.
Trustee Brady.
Yes.
Trustee Little.
Yes.
Trustee Barker.
Yes.
And I want to thank everybody for participating tonight, and this meeting is adjourned.